What is going on, guys? This is JD from New York, and I'm bringing you some more WWE commentary. We had an explosive Monday Night Raw last night. I'll get into all the results and all the backstage drama that happened last night during Monday Night Raw in a little bit. But first, I want to tell you guys what you're watching in the background now is some still shots from Monday Night Raw last night. You can expect that from me every week. I kind of switched it up with the Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. I know a lot of people don't like to see Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. I tried to kill two birds with one stone, but with my wrestling stuff, I'm going to give you wrestling content. So, if you guys missed the show, some highlights in the pictures from last night's show, that's what you're watching right now. But let me get into the news. The most important piece of news last night are two things right now. Number one, Vince McMahon fired his head Raw creative writer, Brian Gewirtz, and replaced him with Eric Pankowski. Now, Gewirtz was on the Raw writing team for several years. He was the head writer for Raw. Vince McMahon was actually very, very upset, dating back to last week with the 2.5 Raw rating. The situation backstage last night before Raw was described as very scary. Vince was on a tirade. He fired Gewirtz. Reason being is because of the rating. Last week it was a 2.5. It was the lowest rating in 15 years. But USA officials and upper WWE officials, higher-ups, came to Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon thought this was a slap in the face. So he held a meeting before Raw last night, fired Gewirtz, and said, if you guys don't produce results, I want resignations, is exactly what was reported. So Vince McMahon is not joking around. There's more changes to come. As soon as I hear anything, I will be the first to bring it to you guys. CM Punk and Steve Austin. The match will happen. I guarantee you it will happen. I don't know if it's going to happen at WrestleMania 29. I don't know if it's going to happen at WrestleMania 30, but it's going to happen. CM Punk dropping hints about Steve Austin and dropping Steve Austin's name on WWE TV is not by coincidence. Okay? There is seeds for a match. Steve Austin mentioned on Twitter that he did see CM Punk's segment with Vince McMahon last night and that he is in Mexico. As soon as he gets back from Mexico, he will respond to CM Punk's words on his official website. Any news on that, like I said, I will bring it to you guys first on my channel. The Hell in a Cell main event, John Cena, the WWE officials still do not know to this day if John Cena will be able to perform at Hell in a Cell. This is why Ryback was thrusted into the main event picture, just as a backup. If John Cena is able to perform, obviously we'll see the main event of John Cena versus CM Punk. But if not, we're going to get Ryback. That's just the way it is. Kofi Kingston and The Miz are slated to feud for the IC strap. You've seen hints of that last night. R-Truth and Kofi Kingston split as a tag team on good terms in a WWE.com exclusive video earlier in the week. Last night is going to begin the new push for Kofi's singles career, and they're actually going to feud him with The Miz for the IC strap. So I don't know if it's going to happen at Hell in a Cell, but expect a feud between the two. Now let's get into the Raw results. Raw, I just want to talk about one segment in general, and that's CM Punk and Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon returned to Raw. But before that, I want to get into the results. We had Ryback defeat Epico and Primo in a handicap match, which totally was absurd in my opinion. I want to point this out to you guys. It was absurd because Epico and Primo are a quality tag team. Okay? They're going to be feuding for the tag team straps. They're one of the more stable tag teams in the division. You feed him to Ryback. What does that tell me? It tells me I should never expect anything from Primo and Epico ever again. I don't expect them to get any tag team titles ever. If two guys can't beat one guy, if they lost that easily to one guy, I will never take them seriously ever again. It was just a stupid booking decision on WWE to put those two guys against Ryback. They could have gave us somebody else. They didn't have to give us those two guys. Number one contender tag team tournament, Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara defeated the Primetime Players. I like the Primetime Players. I think they're going to be big-time players in the WWE Tag Team title division. Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara are now in the finals. I expect Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio to win this tournament. They're actually going to go up against Team Rhodes and Team Sandow, the Rhodes Scholars. That's going to be the final, which is going to take place on Monday Night Raw next week, so look forward to that. Sheamus versus Wade Barrett. Sheamus defeated Wade Barrett by DQ after Tensai and Big Show interfered. Sheamus and Wade Barrett is going to be a future World Heavyweight Championship feud. I expect that. I guarantee that. But Tensai and Big Show do not belong on my television. I do not want to see them. I don't want to see them at all. I think they're both absolutely garbage. Big Show should just retire. Tensai should go back to Japan. He was horrible as Albert, and he's horrible as Tensai. I see no Nothing good in Tensai at all. He's just a disgusting flop and a complete disappointment. And same goes for Big Show. I just wish he would retire already. I do not want to see him in any championship match. I don't want to see him in a match, period. It's just bothersome to me to see these two guys on my television. Antonio Cesaro defeated Tyson Kidd by pin with the neutralizer. That's nothing important there. Just furthers the push of Antonio Cesaro. He's going to be a big-time player with the U.S. strap. Kane and Daniel Bryan defeated Alberto Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler. I'm still waiting for Ziggler to cash in his Money in the Bank. I don't know why he's being paired against Daniel Bryan and Kane with Alberto Del Rio, but it was a great match. I love the work of Kane and Daniel Bryan. I'll say it again, Daniel Bryan is the Superstar of the Year for 2012. Kane and Daniel Bryan are bringing prestige back to the tag team titles. I like where they're going. I think they're a hilarious team. And Kane pinned Dolph Ziggler with the Chokeslam. Dolph Ziggler can take some bumps, let me tell you. Chokeslam was vicious. So if you guys want to go out of your way, go find that match on WWE's YouTube page. I'm sure it's there. Great match. And Ziggler is a monster. I expect big things from him in 2013. Divas Championship, nothing special there. Eve defeated Caitlyn by submission. Layla got involved. Blah, blah, blah. Now, what I really want to talk about is CM Punk versus Vince McMahon. It all started. Vince McMahon came to the ring, state of the WWE address. CM Punk came down before Vince McMahon uttered a few words, interfered. CM Punk with the mic is fantastic. Everything that comes out of his mouth is fantastic. Okay, I love his work, and I pre-ordered his DVD. Hopefully, it comes this week. I just ordered it off Amazon. I heard great things about it, but everything CM Punk does is turning to gold right now. He slapped Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon said, "Firing's too good for you. I can fire you right now. But I want you to fight me in the ring, otherwise I will fire you." So that set up the main event. Now, the first thing that popped into my mind was, God damn, they're desperate for ratings. I don't need to see Vince McMahon feud with another WWE superstar. He did it with Bret Hart. He did it with Shawn Michaels. He did it with John Cena. He did it with Steve Austin. He did it with Hulk Hogan. How many more superstars does he have to feud with? How much more spotlight does Vince McMahon need to take up? That was my first thought. Okay? Then the match happened. Vince McMahon came down. CM Punk came down and snuck from behind and sneak attacked Vince McMahon from behind as he made his ring entrance. I opened my eyes. I dropped everything I'm doing. I'm like, all right, this just got serious. All right? A lot of people on a few different forums that I was researching today were against Vince McMahon being on TV. They gave the excuses of, oh, he's 67 years old. All he wants is the spotlight. Vince McMahon is greedy, this and that. Listen, I took notes. I have my notes here. I took notes at work. And I was thinking, what should I tell you guys on YouTube tonight about why I thought Vince McMahon did an outstanding job in the main event? Okay? I'll tell you why right now. Vince McMahon has taken a forced angle and made it work. Okay? Ryback was not supposed to be in the main event picture. Ryback was thrusted into the main event picture because WWE Creative wanted to see where his character would go and how the crowd would gravitate to Ryback. It has been a resounding success right now. The crowd after last night with Ryback was crazy. So crazy that the camera was started to shake on my television. If you watch Monday Night Raw, you see the shaking of the camera because of the loudness of that crowd in Sacramento last night. Okay? He's taken Ryback at an angle where there's so much uncertainty and he's making it work. Okay? We now have Ryback, someone who we didn't even expect in the main event picture, in a possible match with CM Punk. You can't tell me as a fan that you were not excited last night when CM Punk was about to get suplexed by Ryback. I jumped out of my seat and I was already saying to myself, in my mind, I'm ready to give Ryback the WWE strap just by what I seen last night. It's going to be one of those mark-out moments when it happens unexpectedly and Ryback wins that WWE Championship. It's going to be great WWE television. And we have Vince McMahon to thank for that. Yes, Vince McMahon is 67 years old. Okay, the first thing that went into my mind was Jerry Lawler. I don't need the same thing that happened to Jerry Lawler to happen to Vince McMahon, okay? I care about Vince McMahon's well-being. I respect Vince McMahon to the highest degree. But I don't need Vince McMahon ending up like Jerry Lawler, okay? I care about what happens to him. I don't want to see him go down that road. But you have to admit, Vince McMahon, for 67 years old, moves better than Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan at their age. It's true. Like Kurt Angle, it's damn true. Vince McMahon entertained us just as better as, if not better than, half of the roster did last night on Monday Night Raw. If you don't believe me, watch the main event. I was concerned, like I said, about the simple fact of his age and appearance. Vince McMahon looks old. You know, he looks his part. But what he did last night, kendo sticks, we had him destroying the announce table, we had him diving over the announce table, smashing CM Punk in the head with the microphone. Vince McMahon was there to entertain. He was there to entertain the crowd. He needed to take things into his own hands, and he wanted to make the show better, and he did exactly that. He didn't do anything wrong. He gave us quality television. I don't know why people are bashing Vince McMahon. Oh, he's old, he's this and that. He gave us quality television. He had to fire his head writer because the results weren't being produced. Vince McMahon took it into his own hands. He gave us quality television. He's not going to do it on a weekly basis. Vince McMahon needs to take what he did tonight and he needs to institute it, you know, throughout the rest of the Raw roster. He needs to let his talent take over. He needs to let loose on that grasp he has over Monday Night Raw and let his writers do the writing. Let his writers do the creative thinking. Let his superstars have some creative control over their characters. He can't be too involved in everything. That's the problem. But last night, Vince McMahon gave us and showed us why Vince McMahon is king. It was so entertaining. Some say Vince embarrassed himself last night. Not true. Okay? I'll tell you why he didn't embarrass himself last night. Because he did two things last night that are key. He made CM Punk a bigger heel than he already was. Okay? And he made Ryback a bigger babyface than he already was. He killed two birds with one stone. CM Punk got booed out of the building last night. And Ryback was... The pop Ryback received last night was monster. Vince McMahon made 2 stars last night. He furthered the career as CM Punk the heel. And Ryback is already set. He's the next babyface. He's John Cena's replacement. I guarantee you that's my prediction. Ryback came in for the save. I almost got that mark out moment. I was ready to give CM Punk the loss, and I was ready to give Ryback the WWE Championship. It's coming. We all know Ryback's going to be WWE Champion. I predicted it in my first commentary. It's coming. It's a matter of when it's coming now. I predicted maybe late next year. It's going to be sooner than that. Just by the way the crowd reaction was last night, it's coming. So expect that. And that's what I got to say about that, guys. I mean, those were my key focal points for what happened on Raw last night. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. I was going to bring this commentary to you guys a little bit earlier in the day, but my work called me in, my job called me in, so I wasn't going to decline a day. But later on this week, I'm going to have another WWE commentary about a very special subject. It's going to be why I think the WWE should bring back the King of the Ring. Now, this all spawns from the WWE Tag Team Title Tournament. They're doing wonders with that. I love where they're going with that, and I highly believe the WWE should bring back the King of the Ring tournament. I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on why I think they should in my next commentary later this week. And expect more news and rumors on this coming weekend. And obviously, stay tuned every Tuesday for my Raw analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Leave me a like, subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.